Welcome to the Legacy Forge. My name is Tor, and I am one of the Legacy facilitators that you will find in this sacred and magical epic place. Right now, you have gone through a onboarding process where you entered your name, you entered your email, you chose your path. Regardless of what path you chose, you are now being put into the container of that path. So you're going to get access to different parts of the Forge. You're going to see other people from the community on the same path, and maybe other people who have been on different paths, because even though you chose one path and you can't kind of change that, you will be introduced to other paths when you are ready. And that's kind of where the journey gets interesting, because then you're going to get things in the right order, not feeling overwhelmed, and be able to do them at your own pace and just taking part in the community, getting to know everyone and just seeing what we're about, so that you can see if you want to join us on one of these things. What is there to do in the Legacy Forge? What is the Legacy Forge? That is a question that has been asked many, many times. But more than anything, the Legacy Forge is a movement of people of like mind who wants to see people have a better life, to raise the frequency, to stand up against injustice, and to make sure that people feel free and happy and fulfilled and motivated to live their life. And today, sadly, many people don't. So we aim to provide the resources, the practical tips, the tools, the how-tos, the tutorials, the guides, the courses, the talks, the seminars, the events, the podcasts, the videos, all the things that we can, the network, to say that's probably the most important thing, because here you're going to meet other people who are on the same path, and they have other people in their network. They have skills, they have experiences, they have gone through a lot of things, making them very able to help you with a lot of things. And if one person can't help you, you can be pretty much assured that another person will have a skill or something that is going to help you. But you have to reach out. You have to be active in this community, because if you don't, who is going to hear you? Who is going to see you? It is really hard to stay at some place and just say, this is what you should do, and then expect people to find results in that. I have my life experience. I've done my things. I have a lot of experience and wisdom and insights because of that, but it's not like you go around thinking about stuff all the time that's going to help another person. So the best thing for anyone is if you actually engage and ask. Write in the Discord, send an email, submit a support ticket, whatever it looks like. Raise your hand during a community tribe talk. Whatever it is, if you actually engage, we can then better see what we can do to help you. Because we have so many different things in this place. This is a magical place, and there are so many things that you can do. You can have guided meditations. You can be on these physical retreats, either in Canada, Japan, Norway, soon probably a lot of other places. You can take part in community meetups if there are local cafes, because who knows? I want to start a cafe, and I think it's going to be very much aligned with everything that we're doing. So then at one point you're going to be able to join these cafes, and depending on how far into the Legacy Forge you are, you're probably going to have access to different parts of that cafe. And I think that one of those parts is just a secluded, secret, locked away VIP bonfire room where you can tell tales of transformation and hear them as well. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of epicness in the future, and there are a lot of things that we are doing right now that are blowing my mind on a daily basis, because I could not have even considered being here a year ago. 1 year ago, in this very spot, actually no, I'm about 10 inches away from where I was sitting. But we had an event right here where 4 souls came to meet, and from that event, a year later, 4 souls has been on their own journey, and each of them has reached their level of success, their own journey, their destiny. not even the destiny, the destination. Because when we were here, everyone had a thing that they wanted to do. Everyone had an intention. And today, you can see that one of them who had the intention of quitting his job is currently earning more money in a month than most people earn in a year while living in Bali. And the other one wanted to be a medicine man, and he's currently undergoing shamanic training in Peru. So I feel very achieved. Like, I feel like I have been on a journey that has actually had positive results. Because my journey has not just involved those people, but also been directly involved with the third person who had a journey unlike any other. And then it was my journey as well on top of that, where I haven't really gone into the details because honestly, there are so many things to be reflecting on and to document that it's mind-boggling. I have so many videos, so many adventures, so many people I've met, so many opportunities, so many things created, so many challenges faced and conquered, so many situations happened that it is mind-boggling. Many of them in this very cabin. I've been on a journey that cannot be... it can't be explained in a single paragraph, basically. It's like when people ask, how are you? What's up in your life? I'm like, God damn, you're asking huge questions. You know, most people are like, oh, it's fine. And I don't know where to start. I'm genuinely overwhelmed by possibilities and opportunities, and I feel liberated because of it. Because all it took was a single mind shift. All it took was just thinking different a little bit in the beginning, and then just keep adding to that little differenceness, you know? Instead of feeling like I didn't have money or I didn't have any way of creating something or paying the bills. And in the beginning there was a lot of money issues, but I had no idea how to create money until I came up with value begets value. Energy attracts more of the same. Love begets love. You know, it's really fucking simple. Because all I had to do was then give value to people, and then depending on what people value, then you would get paid. So let's just take this as an example. I was out there having an adventure, having fun, just enjoying everything that I was seeing. And I was in the moment. And at one point I just turned on the camera. And there was nothing but silence. And just the sounds around everything. And then I just tried to capture the feeling of what I was experiencing. And these things are actually valuable, because what if you are at an Airbnb, right? And you're blown away by how freaking amazing it is. And you go around and you document it and you create a freaking amazing video. Then you send that to the person who having the Airbnb and you're saying like, this could probably do some stuff for you. What if we make a deal? What if I give this to you and you pay me money for it? And then they're going to probably, because people don't like to pay for shit, maybe they say, no, are you kidding me? I can do this for free. Why should I pay you? And then you're like, all right, no worries. Actually, I have so much confidence in this that you can take it for free, and then I can make sure that you earn a lot of money, and then from that money we can make a deal. But if we're going to do it like that, I have some conditions. Because it's really easy to track where the money comes from these days. You know, it's really easy to see what is making a difference. If you have 4 products, it's really easy to see the digital evidence that one of the products are doing better than the other. But most people don't know about these possibilities. They don't know that if you help another person or a business or whatever with ads or marketing or sales or branding or graphic design or whatever have you, whatever your superpower is or what you want to learn, if you provide that to people, or you just go out there and see what is needed in this world, and then you try to learn something in that area, and then you provide that. And then you're learning by doing, and then you start and you just build up the skills and the experience, and all of a sudden, you're making money. So, you know, everything changed when I saw that value begets value. And because of that, I have a very different mindset than most other people. And because of that, I see that I can do things with everything that I do through every single day. Because if there's one thing there's not a lack of in this world, it's money. Because it's fucking fake. It's numbers on a screen. It's digital ciphers in a screen somewhere, and it's just associated to a bank account. Now, when you actually help people with something, that money can go from their bank account to your bank account. It's not that complicated, and those things shifted my entire reality, because then why do you live scarcely? Why do you live paycheck to paycheck? Why do you live without being able to feed yourself? You know, I had to ask myself those questions, because I actually provided a lot of value and I was not paid for it, because I didn't see my value, so I didn't charge for it. I didn't say that this is going to cost money. Even though it changed lives, I still said this probably is free. Inside I was screaming, why are you not charging for your value? But for some reason I stopped myself in actually charging my value. And that kept myself in a bad place, and it kept my family in a bad place, and everyone around me suffered. Just like everyone says. When you go online and you do these courses on selling or whatever have you, everyone says that you will feel like it's wrong. You will see that if you don't do the thing, you're going to hurt more people than yourself. And then if you go into that feeling, if you really try to visualize that feeling, and I recommend trying to visualize it, trying to go from the thought of not having anything and then feel as bad as you can about that situation. Really go creative on that shit. Go and say, what happens if you are homeless because of this, and you end up in a box, and you lose your family, and everything is shit because you didn't do the thing of asking to be compensated for your own value. How does that feel? It's one thing to visualize it. It's very hard to visualize, because if you haven't experienced it, then how are you going to be able to really feel the pain of that situation? Some people are lucky. Some people are more visual or emotionally connected than others. But I can promise you that it's better than going through it, because when you are sitting in a situation where you don't have anything and you have to do something from a place of despair, it requires an effort. And so that's kind of what my journey was. It was to see my own value, to be able to charge, to be able to create something and be proud of what I created, so that I can share that with the world and then feel good about charging money. It took a long time. It took a long freaking time. But once you've put yourself in the situation long enough, you're going to be able to see that everything is at all times available to you. But if you don't do the thing that is going to enable you to get that outcome that you want and then follow through, you're not going to get any of it. And that's, I guess, where I ended up. I was like, I'm sick of sitting in this situation where I don't have anything. So I started to really share the things. I got it out there. People saw it. Some people joined. They loved it. And I saw that this is actually something that we can build upon. We can expand on this. And then you have to fight the public ignorance. That's where you learn about specificity and how to really make it clear what it is that you are selling, because most people will not have a clue. They will pay a lot of money for a electronic gadget, but they will have a hard time paying for transformation in their lives. That's just how it is, it seems. Many people will go around pulling other people down instead of just trying to be a better person. And that's a harsh truth to face and to accept, but that's just how it is. I guess it's okay. Life is good. And we have something here that is going to blow so many minds straight off the hinges. You know, today we created something new. It was a new kind of rap. And I don't want to spoil too much because it kind of blew my mind. But these experiences, they have so much more than people can really fathom. Because when have you come to a place that seems so innocent? All of a sudden you're seeing that, holy shit, this is not just a clearing in the forest. There is actually a cabin in the mountains here. And you're served mountain water just pulled up from the stream below that is infused with lemon. And you're going through these mystical experiences with other people who guides you through whatever you have to go through, if you need so. And you go just basking in the environment of this magical place, meeting new people, gaining new experiences, and raising your frequency. And in that, there are so many things, so many small details that just makes the experience perfect. Like the music that is being played, the feeling of just being in complete silence with another person and not saying a word, and both people just being there. And then the topics, like the topics we have for our conversations always blow my mind. When you're sitting with the right kind of people around a campfire, you can't really predict what's going to happen, because it's magic, it's spelling. But the energy has to be right, and I think that is what we have become pretty proficient at, creating the right energy of the scene, the environment, the process, the ceremony, the full thing. We actually have a program. Today I figured out that we were not only documenting and creating the program, we were actually doing the program. It's not like we tell you what to do, is we do the thing and then we just try to document it. And we don't have a cameraman, so it was hard, again, as usual. But just walking up to this place is a challenge in itself. And in there you're going to find so much value just by doing that it is insanity to think about. Like, I was walking around today having all these thoughts, thinking, holy shit, we have created something that is almost guaranteed to transform a life, if the person is ready, if the person is there to actually do this thing, if the person really is on a journey and not just on a event to escape. Because all of this is just about finding your alignment, being true in who you are, and then just living like that. And the more true and free you are, the more you are being compensated for that freedom, and the more that you're getting compensated, the more freedom you get, and then that's just a spiral out of control. But it kind of goes against all common societal norms. It goes against everything that people have been taught to be real or possible. So it's a battle to really get people to understand what's possible. But that's how it is. I'm going to see if I can create a better video script, and then I'm going to see if I can create a video that's actually going to help you in terms of practicality and stuff inside of this place. Because our intention is for you to have the best experience possible. And how we do that, we're going to figure that out. So thank you for being on the journey with us, because all the things that you see is created with love, I guess.